This year marks 40 years of the BMW M3, so we decided to give one away. The specific giveaway model is loaded. It's a 6-button car, everything you could ever ask for with a DCT transmission, so if you don't know manual, you could still enter. We're gonna go for a test ride today and see how it feels in stock form before we absolutely modify this car and make it ready for the track. All right, so we're taking the F80 for a first test drive. Even in stock form, this car is very fast, it's very refined, it's very fun. But then once you throw it in sport mode, it's a completely different animal. It's loud, it's fun, but in all the right ways. To me, this is one of the last beautiful looking M3s. Everything about this car, it's not super flashy and in your face, but if you know what you're looking at, you know it's an M3, you know it's an M car. Let's take a look at the engine bay. I'm gonna show you it's completely stock. We haven't done a single thing to it. It's just how we bought it from the dealership. Here it is, the S55 engine. It's all stock, no intakes, no charge piping, nothing. The engine bay is still pretty awesome looking with this full carbon strut brace here. This is OEM, all of them have it. Our specific one has a lot of sweet OEM plus upgrades. Carbon fiber fangs, carbon fiber front lip, OEM black kidney grills, carbon fiber mirrors. I mean, there's carbon fiber everywhere on this thing, and it's all OEM. Carbon fiber rear lip, and I'm sure we're gonna be adding a little more carbon fiber to this thing. Scott is gonna be diving in and really wrenching on this thing to make it even better. We're gonna build this thing and give it away to one of you guys, so make sure once the build is done, start shopping at ecstuning.com, get your entries in, and one of you guys is gonna be taking this thing home. What are we pre-goated, low-key? I wish they would have just caught a Fortnite.
2 weeks later.
My name is Frank from ECS Tuning, and I'm one of the graphic designers that worked on the F80 Sweepstakes livery. So one of the major design aspects when it comes to this livery design is how did I get there? I looked at a lot of reference points, previous car builds, and found what makes this car unique compared to the other ones. One of my biggest inspirations besides the E46 M3 GTR is racing. I love race liveries, and when it comes to mainly Turner side, I need to make this car feel like it's a race car, but for the road, of course. And that's where the car started to get its initial shape. I spent about maybe a week or so going back and forth in different designs, and one thing I came back to was just old school Turner feel, but incorporating the new anniversary of the M, which has been over 50 years. The Turner side of the vehicle, which is the driver's side, has our Turner colors, along with the infamous black bands, where on the ECS side, it's mostly the M colors, but with the ECS flare. And almost like a happy accident, if you will, when I first made the design for this vehicle, it was all yellow across the bottom. And then one of our managers came by and goes, what if it was red? And so I did that. The colors form at the rear of the car, and then it's yellow, red, and black, which makes the German flag. But the end result, though, is this perfect blend between the ECS side, the Turner side, and then also the M Heritage. This is a car that has a lot of power behind it, and not just in the parts department, but having the actual look. This car is mean. I mean, the hood, to the sides, to the rear, every piece almost fits together in a nice little bow, you could say. And then having the Turner taco on the hood is like the final piece of resistance. Car's phenomenal. I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
What's up, everyone? Today is the first day of the Turner and ECS F80 sweepstakes build. I've got Scott and Dustin working on the dyno. We're gonna get some stock power numbers before we do all the awesome mods to this car. We're working with a lot of great vendors like DINAN for the air intakes, AWE for the exhaust, Bilstein for your suspension, as well as Moly for all your fluids. Now, there's a lot of difficulties with this chassis. One being crank hub. We're gonna take care of that with a Vargas crank spline lock, as well as rear subframe bushings from Turner. So when you get this car, there's not gonna be a thing to worry about. We're gonna get the stock power numbers now, and then we're gonna bring it into the shop and get wrenching on this thing. The car made 472 horsepower stock. We're gonna do a few more runs, get a little heat soak in here, so that way you can see how big of a difference the CSF charged coolers are gonna make. All right, third run, made 470. We just lost 2 horsepower because we're not getting efficient cooling. We're gonna keep running this thing and see how much it can drop. Scott just got out of the car with the laptop. What do you think of the 472 horsepower?
It's incredible, but even more impressive to me is the 500 foot-pounds of torque. I could just imagine having that in my E30. That would really be a game changer.
And it's only gonna get better. Just finished up the dyno run. Scott, what'd you think of that?
Pretty crazy. Thing made some good numbers.
Hopefully we can make it better. Look at all these parts we got here. I mean, there's boxes freaking everywhere. So CSF hooked us up with their entire parts catalog, so that way we're keeping this thing cool when you're ripping around the track. Scott, what else are we doing to this thing?
Like you said, we got the CSF. We have all the coolant and oil coolers. So we have their whole catalog, cool everything down. Got AWE exhaust. We have a Vargas crank spline lock hub, which actually, instead of slipping when it would normally slip and cause a problem, it actually drives in harder and locks in harder.
Scott is in the process right now of blowing apart the entire front end of this car. Gonna have to remove the bumper, the radiator, the core support, basically the whole front end of the car before we're able to do that very simple, well, difficult.
It's probably simple.
Probably simple. We'll see.
For a normal person, it may not be simple.
I'd blow it up, so put a no motor in this thing.
And then after all that, we have all the suspension still. We have Bilstein coilovers that are going on. And then we have a whole set of every upgraded arm with mono balls wherever possible. So the suspension's gonna be refreshed and upgraded. This thing will be track ready and ready to drive to the grocery store.
Box is heavy. Slew of parts here. I've got the crank hub in my hand. Scott, what else are we doing in addition to this crank hub?
We're gonna do motor mounts because we gotta drop the oil pan, so the subframe's gonna be lowered. So we're gonna do the upgraded motor mounts. We do have a bunch of dress-up parts and stuff that'll be going on later.
What the hell? Are you making a mess in here? Where's all this from? What's all this? Just like grinding. Something. We'll fix that. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll fix that. Yeah, it looks pretty stock under here. Yeah, I'm just hanging out here. And then I was talking about the diff bushing when we were doing the intro, but it actually doesn't look too bad. It's most of the way there, but it's still single mount. I think our kit will have the dual mount, so that will never happen again. Well, it's not bad yet, but nice. Pretty nice under here. Pretty nice. All right, we're waiting for this coolant to drain. We're gonna give you a rundown, quick rundown of what we're gonna be doing to the car in the meantime after we got Scott sitting on his butt over here. Coolant has finished draining. Just give you a quick rundown. I mean, we're doing everything to this car. We're doing intake, exhaust, suspension, wheels, brakes. We're doing the most important thing, the crank hub. I'm not gonna stop saying it. It's freaking awesome. We're gonna do the rear subframe bushings, wings on wings. Wingo from Cars is gonna be here, special guest star. Let us know what you think. Let us know what kind of parts you wanna see on this car in the comment section. Like and subscribe for the next one so you can see Scott bust his butt and get all these parts installed. It's gonna be sick when it's done. To improve your odds of winning this F80 sweepstakes car, you need to shop these brands. All of these brands are gonna give you 10 times entries to win this car. ECS Tuning, Turner Motorsport, Liqui Moly, Bilstein, assembled by ECS kits as well as our packaged by Turner kits, Alzor wheels, Bremmen parts, Bavarian Autosport as well as their tool line, Bav Auto Tools, Schwaben, and ZiZa. All of those brands are gonna get you 10 times entries. If you shop Mila HD, and Hengst, you're gonna get 5 times the entries to win this car. And to receive 2 times bonus entries, you need to shop brands like Euro Premium, EBC, Rhine, CSF, AWE, Elrin, Vargas, 034 Motorsports, Brembo, and Apex Wheels. Thank you guys again for watching and making it to the end of the video. Please be sure to shop all the sponsors I listed previously, and good luck.